So it all gracious, kind, thoughtful, humble. It certainly counters the about fame. He is hell-bent on realizing a UFC championship.
Since he was a little boy, lifting weights, it's just something he's been obsessed with. And he hasn't had that many UFC fights to get here, but it's in the fashion that he is out there. And he goes for broke, trying to finish fighting tonight to be facing Israel Adesanya, the champion. He go form and finish those fights that has placed him in this position entire fight, moving forward against one of the scariest guys in
ability. But they will also tell you that what sets him apart is that, he wants to try to close the distance, cut angles on Israel Adesanya, but he is acutely aware of the challenge in front of him, and perhaps we see
out there are judging his cardio because of that, but it was because aggressive, but he is going to have to pick his shots and pick his moments because he see a little more patience. I don't think that means it's going to be boring. I think he's still going to be he just goes out there and goes for broke in the first 5 minutes.
Romero last August, he went through 20 sparring partners when he was preparing for Yoel.
A long night ahead of him with somebody as composed as Israel Adesanya.
A lot of people suggested Yoel was too much too soon. At that time, he was just 4. And anybody who's had that surgery knows it's not all that easy to come back from. Cool as a cucumber. Here is the Nigerian 2018. Stopped Derek Brunson later that year to cap a in Israel Adesanya.
Now, one of the things I absolutely love. He's a champion. He likes to stay active. He wants to fight the best guys. And the Romeros, the Costas of this division. He's not, let's go. If that's what people want, that's what I want. Time and time again that he's got it. I mean, this guy's special. From his believes in his training, he believes in his coaches, and he's proven it to movement and his diversity of striking, whether it be his Muay Thai to the octagon. I mean, he's got it all.
And we could go on with Eugene Behrman has certainly produced something special. The Cardiff and Gastelum fight at UFC 236. It has been the big stadium crowd in Melbourne sort of necessitated something epic. Sonya, in terms of the entrance, he told us an incredible rise to UFC superstardom for Israel Adesanya. With that, the tale of the tape. Defend this undisputed title for a second time. That he has all the tools to get it done and successfully equation in Paulo Costa. He believes a different kind of bull in a matador bull, far more subdued here tonight. And although he has said this is sponsored by Howler Head, Israel Adesanya is 30 now for the main event introductions. Here is Bruce Butler. He will have an 8-inch reach advantage. All right, 1 year old. Paulo Costa is 29. Adesanya is 3 inches tall.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. Our 3 judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Mike Bell, Dave Torelli, and Clemens Werner. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Jason Herzog. This championship bout is sponsored by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. Presented by The Boys. Watch the diabolical new season only on Amazon Prime Video. And now, for those in attendance and UFC fans watching around the world, this is the moment you've all been waiting for. Live from UFC Fight Island in Abu Dhabi, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record, 13 wins, no losses. He stands 6 feet 1 inch tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Costa, Minas Gerais, Brazil, presenting the number 2 ranked middleweight contender in the world, the challenger, Paulo And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, an undefeated mixed martial artist holding a perfect professional record, 19 wins, no losses. He stands 64 inches tall, weighing in at 184 pounds. Fighting out of Auckland, New Zealand, by way of Lagos, Nigeria, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya!
Brother's gone over the rules in the back. There were no final questions from you, Blue. There were no final questions from you, Red. If you want to touch gloves, do it now. Come out ready to fight.
If there is anything like the tension of a UFC championship main event in professional sports, I will take your nominations. And this one in particular, the consensus greatest two middleweights in the world at present, Paulo Costa and Israel Adesanya. Costa closing in the plus 155 range. Israel Adesanya, the champion and the favorite, around minus 175. Paulo Costa is in gray.
Ooh, strong leg kick from Izzy.
Israel Adesanya is in the black and gold, befitting a champion. Both men just so comfortable in a fight.
Costa waves him on.
Plus 155 range, Israel Adesanya, the champion and the favorite, black and gold, befitting a champion.
Ooh.
Both men just so comfortable in a...
Yeah, and that's what Izzy's going to do. He's going to be smart, and he's going to... But right now, he's smart. He'll hit from the outside. He'll attack that leg.
Teammates and coaches talk about how much better he's getting in terms of his 19-0 in his mixed martial arts career. Costa attacks that lead leg. Adesanya pretty effective with those early low leg kicks. Nice body kick lands for the Brazilian. Is there, beautiful body kick from Costa.
And I've said that in the lead leg of Paulo Costa.
And Costa acknowledged that latest offer.
Check it, I just wouldn't want to be there. As you see, he's
Adesanya putting money in the bank early. You already see the redness. Body. Adesanya super efficient. Not at all behind his back earlier than I expected.
Not to be recommended, but and this is the patience, I think. So good at countering, sitting back and waiting for you to rush in.
This round in Adesanya's last defense against Yoel Romero. Already 9 leg kicks have landed for the incumbent.
They're doing damage. Even if Costa's playing it off, does not mean
this is the distance quickly there. Appeared to partially land. Lead leg of Costa.
You see all the cupping on Costa's leg. He sees a weakness. He's going to come after it. Chip at the legs. Wear him down.
Flow early, moving brilliantly. First clinch situation doesn't last for on. Some early leg attacks for Israel Adesanya.
Rush in, and then he'll look to counter with some of his strikes.
And it's interesting to hear Adesanya's teammates and coaches, you know, about the kickboxing credentials, and now 19-0 in his... Adesanya. Looked like that was close to the solar plexus there. Beautiful movement,
but Izzy doing a really good job of already chopping that lead leg of Paulo's ball. Yeah, I would. I wouldn't even want to check it. I just put right on the knee every time.
Adesanya putting Adesanya. Able to avoid that switch kick offering from Adesanya. Just jawing back and forth. Costa going hands behind his back.
That left kick is sneaky there from Costa. So he's not rushing in because he knows Izzy so well, so good at count.
Under 2 minutes here to go in this round. Sort of flat-footed standing there, not doing much. Already not
one, but those other ones are getting through. They're doing damage.
Costa closes the distance. And again, Adesanya putting in good work on that lead leg of Costa.
Already going after them. He's not an idiot. He sees a right now, especially early in the first round when Costa's fresh. Chip. Landing those leg kicks, sitting back.
Strike attempts now 8 for Paulo Costa. With what he said to us in our fighter meeting, no need to be anxious or...
There from Adesanya. And, you know, stomping to the back in the vulnerable parts there. There's a body kick from Costa that kind of bounce off the up and staying safe there.
That's what I need. When you get to the fence, don't let him come and go.
Costa corner appeared to like the way he approached those 5 minutes. 22 of 37 unofficially on his significant strikes in round 1. Here we go, round.
Oh, look at the bruising too. Each impact, where it was landing and which ones, like lower shin.
Adesanya appeared an inch away from landing that head kick. Costa did not necessarily.
From Paulo Costa, but he's not landing anything yet. He's got to close this. From Paulo. And Israel, he could do that all day. He could sit out here all day and attack those.
90 seconds gone by round 2. Too many more of those. Gotta think they were expecting it, but
of course it was expected. But at some point, it's easy to do, especially when you're facing such a diverse striker in Israel. And switch stance there from Adesanya. Way through the second round, looking fantastic.
Yep, or 253 post show, I should say. It's on ESPN Plus. Paul Megan Angela. That one certainly appeared.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Paulo.
Head kick opened up a cut in and around that tonight.
That gamemanship is slowing down a bit too.
And now Adesanya
leg trash. Right on that leg, that lead leg of Paulo Costa.
Not going to help matters. You wonder.
Yeah, it's like you can see each impact Israel is landing each one of those kicks.
Adesanya appeared to.
The poker face strong from Paulo Costa's leg kick. There's another one. But no boxing so far really from. Yeah, look at that leg. Now as well, really mixing it up. And for Israel, he
partially land. The gamesmanship continues from Paulo Costa. 90 seconds gone. Do not want to eat too many more of those.
20 leg kicks. Look at that. 20 leg kicks landed from Israel Adesanya. And of course, yeah, of course, you've got to go for it, right? And I'm not saying that's easy to do. There's another one. Oh, left hand. Ooh, not even open his mouth to breathe at all here. Almost midway through the second round.
Don't miss a recap of all the action on the UFC Fight Night or 253 minutes only on ESPN Plus.
In this fight.
And it looked like that head kick opened up there from Adesanya, who is firing on all cylinders tonight. You are right about that. Under 2 minutes here in round 2.
That leg is trash. Costa's got to commit for the rest of this fight if he has to. If he doesn't catch him in the meantime. But now, start going upstairs because now he's got Costa's attention so much. Ooh. And then he's out. Absolute trash. Costa's got to commit, John, if he wants to stay in this fight. But now, since he's been attacking the legs so much, Izzy, and then he's out. And then he's going to go to the leg again.
That is it! Adesanya! Too easy. That's for the champion, Israel Adesanya. Too easy.
Too easy. He's too good. Wow. I mean, You look at Paulo Costa, you think, oh, he's got to go in with these dangerous strikes.
I know you're mad. Cut to the camera. I know you're mad. But hey, Auckland, Wanganui, go to Vegas, Lagos City, Mr. Aladidi, Eminele, and Miami, Kilo Chalet, nothing carry last.
He has left Anderson Silva, Kelvin Gastelum, Robert Whittaker, Yoel Romero, and now Paulo Costa in his wake. He wants to fight all of the most imposing figures. That meant Paulo Costa, and man, did he dispose of that top contender properly tonight.
I mean, with ease, John. With ease. He made that look easy, the leg kicks. And then what did I say? I said he's going to start chewing those legs apart, and he's going to find his opportunity to go back upstairs, lands those head kicks, lands those punches, and then when he has you hurt, man, the elbows from the top, raining down strikes, and just beautiful work.
All right, this fight replay is brought to you by GovX. If you have a military or first responder background, get ultimate deals on the gear you love at govx.com.
Well, let's take a look. This is just beautiful work here. Oh, right off the dome. I don't know how Costa ate that one. Split him open, though. And at this point, his legs are gone. I mean, he was trying to put on a good poker face, but his legs were trashed by Israel Adesanya. Here, look at that slip. Boom, there's that slide back left hand right off the temple, drops him, and Israel goes in for the kill, starts smashing him with hammer fist. Very similar to the finish against Robert Whittaker here, in the way that they end up in this awkward position. Ends up getting mount, though, and you see how badly he wants to land those elbows with all the trash talk, all the smack talk that's been happening. Let's take a look at the corners. Eugene, as his team losing their minds on that. Congratulations, Israel Adesanya. You look fantastic tonight, brother.
80%, they don't give a fuck about 30. They'll take that cup just to get up next. 80%, you know, I bet you. These motherfuckers had 90 minutes to finish making their way.
Adesanya is still upset about Shane Young, his teammate's opponent, Ludwig Klein, in this weight by 4 pounds, and ended up getting a win. And an emphatic one at that. Now look at the post-fight stats brought to you by DraftKings. Download the DraftKings app for free. To get in on all the fight action, use code UFC when you sign up. DraftKings, you can bet on it. So you are looking at the longest winning streaks in UFC middleweight history. Anderson Silva entrenched there with 13, but Adesanya moving into a tie with Chris Weidman at 9. And looks like a pretty good bet to make it double digits in his next fight.
Hey, stay salty, baby.
The official decision is brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. You could save massive money on your mortgage with the incredibly low rates from Guaranteed Rate. Act now by visiting rate.com. One final time tonight. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Jason Herzog has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 59 seconds of the second round. Declaring the winner by TKO and still the undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya!
Fastest man in the world, baby. Because I run so fast, I run shit into your face.
All right, here he is, the undisputed UFC middleweight champion, the last style bender, Israel Adesanya, with the entire world watching. You turned in a near-perfect performance here tonight. It seems like everything you said during fight week bared fruit here tonight. Congratulations.
I've been telling you guys, man, but everyone thinks, hey, like Roy Jones said, I said, y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Because of what happened last time. You thought, oh, he's so boring, blah, 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 blah. And I see you media people as well with your little clickbait headlines. But trust me, I had to make y'all remember. And I had to remind the world why. We the best.
There were a lot of champions who wouldn't have asked for Yoel Romero. They wouldn't have asked for Paulo Costa. I know you want to fight the most dangerous guys, but you believe there was a major skill discrepancy here tonight. Your thoughts on the fight?
I've been telling y'all, man, honestly. And also I got to say, I told Dana, 30% is not enough. Fuck that. Some of these guys are gangsters. They're making money outside the UFC. 30% ain't shit to them. So they'll give up that to not make the weight and have 90 minutes to keep on making the weight. And they just, oh, fuck it. Drink their waters and whatnot. 30% is not enough. Make it 90%. And that way, I guarantee you, they'll spend every of those seconds in that 90 minutes trying to make the weight and not just bitch out.
You haven't had a lot of time off. You are 20-0 as a mixed martial arts athlete, a perfect 9-0 in the UFC. As you spin this thing forward, get in here, Gito.
Oh my God, I don't care. I just want him here. Yeah, carry on.
As you spin this thing forward and you look ahead in this middleweight division that you are starting to clean out, your thoughts on what lies ahead?
I told you guys, Anderson Silva lived a great legacy, and I said I wanted to do service to the middleweight division, and that's a hard act to follow, but we're doing the work, right, Huge? 100%. So I already DM'd Jared Cannonier. He's a hell of a dude. I love his energy. He's a beautiful, beautiful man. And I said, you destroy Robert Whittaker and you're next. He's the one I want to fight next, right, Huge? He deserves it. If he beats Robert Whittaker handedly and dominates him, he's next.
The world once again witnesses your greatness here tonight. Any final words, champ, before we let you fly?
Hey, shout out to the best team in the world, City Kickboxing, Andre Paulette, Eugene, Tristan. Can you hear my mans in the back? Brad Riddell, Kai Carfran, Shane Young, Bo, Carlos Alberg, Blood Diamond, Shed Juan, Wagwan. Honestly, man, I love you all. Everyone watching at home, I love you all. Hey, shout out to the puppy. Mwah.
You are looking at the undisputed greatest middleweight in the world at present. The champion remains Israel Adesanya.
Bruh.
And that post-fight interview was brought to you by EA Sports UFC 4. Shape your legend in EA Sports UFC 4. Available now on Xbox One and PS4. Interesting from the Israel Adesanya there once. Jared Cannonier next. And I like that, but like he said, he's got to get through Robert Whittaker. Here's the head kick that kind of started it all for me. Split Paulo Costa off, but really, let's be honest, it was all these leg kicks from Adesanya, just damaging that lead leg. So smooth with his boxing. Look at that slip. Boom. Just glances off the side of Paulo Costa's head, and then the finish on top here with the ground and pound. I mean, what's there to say? The guy is as legit as you can get.
Well, and if there are some out there in the MMA world that still want to deny this man and question his greatness, he is putting himself in some pretty elite company with what he is doing. And just go look at the victims list. Israel Adesanya remains the class of the 185-pounders.
Hey, you hold it. You know me, cleanest athlete in the game. Let me go see the boys real quick. Follow us.
UFC 2. From Poland to break through and realize a UFC championship. We'll see how it goes. Blachowicz made his pro debut. The UFC debut for Blachowicz came in because he was in the big show. He went to a big city, a different camp. He's won 3 straight, 7 of 8, and he realizes a world championship opportunity.
Oh, I need to switch my camp. I need to up my level. When they first show that got them to this opportunity, and it took Jan a little bit of, because I'm in the UFC now, went back, and now he's been on a chair since then, and that Polish power, man, Blachowicz, really
power behind that right hand of his, works the body well. He's got a high fight. That's the stand-up game of Dominic Reyes, the athleticism, but he likes facing southbound. Blachowicz would like nothing more than to have a shiny new UFC title belt. But the former Stony Brook University defensive back Dominic Reyes made a world tonight. Not unlike Blachowicz, he vies to become the third. Has so much value for him. But if you look back at the beginning of that fight,
no. It's a different fight, right? It's a different fight. Jan Blachowicz, has those counter elbows and likes, to mix in a lot of his takedowns. And that's why we talked about it earlier, that Blachowicz likes southpaw versus orthodox. It's that power hand for Reyes to throw a big kick, and for his right hand occupied at all times if you can.
After a win over Jared Cannonier back in the day, of course, this fight will happen for the Dominic realized what it takes to get to that championship level, and a lot of that is back to the...
Oh, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the World. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 26 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Warsaw, Poland, presenting the number 3 ranked light heavyweight contender. contender in the world, Jan Blachowicz. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 12 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Victorville, California, USA, presenting the #1 ranked light heavyweight contender in the world, Dominic the Devastator Reyes!
All right, gentlemen, you know the rules. Protect yourself at all time. Listen to my word of commands at all time. When I tell you to stop, you stop. Touch gloves, let's dance.
Heavyweight title is on the line. Also of note, Dominic Reyes has all 3. UFC veteran, who was his initial head coach, and after the John Jones, which is in red, Dominic Reyes out of the southpaw stance is in black. Blachowicz masterful with his counter strikes. That is not long attack for Jan.
Kick from Reyes. There we go.
It's amazing. There was a lot of natural sound.
The tension is here now. And we got some title fights. We got some belts. John Jones has reigned over this division for so long. This opportunity. Blachowicz got out of the way of that one just last second.
The Amazon Original Series, The Boys, is back. Those fingers have to be extended in the air and not open. Elbow.
Yeah, that was a nice combination there from Blachowicz. Yeah, I'll say,
Nothing
man,
tense about it.
He cracks me, relaxed, and does his thing, you know. So can Dominic. That's why this fight, that's why you feel side there for Reyes at any second.
Pretty good count. No, with a flurry, unable to land.
Where it's 5 rounds this evening, so they're well aware, especially rounds, knows how to pace himself now, pick his shots. He's got a lot of time.
Scheduled UFC 5-round fight, a win over Jacare Souza November of 2, Rancho, New Mexico earlier this year.
Ooh, nice. I like that combination from Bob.
Investing in the body, especially in a 25-minute fight.
Smart. Boots the legs. But you see again, he's going to that nice.
That's pretty intense. Also some redness on that lead leg.
Those guys, even when he's throwing some of these techniques, they don't look that hard. Some guys are just built different.
Reyes wisely raises the guard there.
And following up his big punches and landing to the leg.
Which has thrown nearly twice as many strikes.
All right, let's take a look here. Here's Dominic Reyes. Again, right there, you see the bruising and swelling. And
throw that kick. It's going to jam him. You got to establish that. Okay? Yeah. It's safer to throw it out there, too. Let's go in there and have fun. Let go. Let go, baby. All right?
Jest bardzo dobrze.
Alex Reyes, your thoughts on his message to his younger brother?
Yeah, you saw at the end of that round, he threw that big kick, but Jan did catch it, so that might be a little bit on it. He's seeing it. Get the respect here of Blachowicz. That inside leg kick was working for him. That could be because the counter to that big inside leg kick is a sharp right.
Reyes doing a nice job blocking most of those shots from Jan Blachowicz.
Towards his right hand.
There's that patented power. Which backs up out of harm's way there. About a minute gone by here, round 2. Nice job by Reyes pointing the toes to that body of Blachowicz.
Yeah, you can tell that's what Blachowicz wants. He's sitting back and he's trying to force his tallying up. So even though he might have to block or eat one shot, he's trying to land things like that, going to the leg, to the body. He's just making.
Looked like that right hand got through.
Clipped him.
Start tonight as Reyes attacks the lower leg.
So far, that's been.
Feels like the left kick to the body is open all day.
Same thing. I agree with Jones that I do think that left kick is there, but my only thing that kick and then the round ended might be deterring him from throwing that kick right now.
And he wins as Dominic Reyes has, who just missed on that head kick. Blachowicz evades.
And a nice job there. Now he's starting to throw a little bit more frequency. Nice kick.
Nice movement by Reyes with that up. Just trying to let those athletic gifts take over.
He throws a lot of kicks. He's obviously got a devastating left hand.
Right side of Dominic Reyes.
Through. There he goes again. I love that left kick that he's starting
to open up. Some nose damage for Reyes. Covers up here.
There's that left kick from Reyes.
Reyes really starting to...
She's Reyes in a world of trouble. God got it done. A Polish power dominations. He invested in the body, and when it got ugly, champion.
What a career resurgence it has been. UFC. He has now won 4 straight, 8 of 9. Jan Blachowicz, undisputed UFC light.
You just have that outburst, and then it sinks in. I'm a UFC
first responder background. Get ultimate deals on the gear you love at Gov.
Where are you? But let's take a look at this finish here from Blachowicz. He busted up the nose. He busted up the ribs. He busted up the leg. Right. Oh, you see it snap the nose sideways of Dominic. Oh, and look at that left hand. It's the left side for Blachowicz is the new champion, ladies and gentlemen.
And he will indeed. And there's the reaction from the Robert Yoch. Blachowicz has broken through. He has done it. You got to think Dominic Reyes, who will build himself back up. He is still a young to Jan Blachowicz. The official decision brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. You could to make it official. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies, round number 2. Declaring the winner by TKO UFC Light Heavyweight Blachowicz.
The undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Jan Blachowicz, 37 years of age. You have finally gotten done. Can you describe what is going through your head right now?
I don't know. Only one is in my mind. John Jones, where are you? Don't be a quitter. I'm here. This is how we do it in Poland. I'm waiting for you.
Well, on behalf of the entire UFC world, we congratulate you on this world championship. You fought a beautiful fight. You were so relaxed and collected throughout this fight week. It seemed like you just knew you were going to turn in the performance of a lifetime, and you did just that.
You know, this is nothing new for me. You know, I've got 37 years old, lot of fights, so it's just fun. You know, soon I'm going to be a father. This is something what I'm afraid the most.
I would imagine that is a scarier proposition for you.
Also, I'm really happy.
We're going to take a look at some of the replays. Obviously, we spent a lot of the broadcast talking about your right hand and your counterattack, but the left hand ultimately was a big factor tonight. Your thoughts on the finishing sequence?
Yeah, this is something what we prepared for Dominic. We've got really good sparring partners in our gym. Really good southpaw kickboxer, so I was ready for everything. I feel great today. The acclimatization was perfect, so Abu Dhabi is prepared. You know, it's made for me. Thank you, Abu Dhabi.
You certainly maximized this moment tonight. Before we let you go, any words for all of your Polish fans and fans around the world who are no doubt celebrating deep into the night?
First in Polish, okay? Polacy, dziękuję za wsparcie. Czułem tą moc, którą mi wysyłacie. Dziękuję bardzo. W poniedziałek wracam i imprezujemy cały miesiąc. So, one more time, thank you everybody. Polish fans all over the world. You send me a lot of energy. I feel it tonight. Thank you one more time, and let's go. Let's keep it going.
You are about as classy as it gets, and you are now the best in the world at 205 pounds. The undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion, Jan Blachowicz.
Jan Blachowicz, congratulations, my friend. He goes out there and does it in fashion tonight. That left hook sits Reyes down and then ultimately just goes in with that power and finishes it. Polish power, John.
Absolutely incredible. Absolutely incredible as I catch my breath. Hard not to just feel so good for him and his family. And again, if his fight week demeanor was any indicator, you just knew that he was going to come up large tonight.
You did.